Sure, here's a 2,000-word dramatic, funny, shady, and gossip-filled review of Chasing Arlando, focusing on the Cake Gate storyline over 3 episodes, along with advice on how to create a great reality show for YouTube. Review. Chasing Arlando's Cake Gate. A hot mess wrapped in icing. I've watched many reality shows, but Chasing Arlando might just take that non-existent cake when it comes to drama, confusion, and chaos. Specifically, I'm talking about the now infamous Cakegate storyline, which they dragged over 3 agonizing episodes. Yes, you read that right. 3 episodes for a situation that started with a missing picture on a cake and somehow spiraled into a literal punch-up. Honey, if you ever wondered what happens when messy meets unorganized, this is it. But let's back up and give you the tea, because this isn't just about some confectionery catastrophe. This is about how to not do a reality show, and how, if Chasing Arlando wants to be more than just a hot mess, they could take some notes from Dynasty instead of whatever bargain bin chaos they're currently chasing. Episode 1. Where's my face, boo? The saga of Cakegate began innocently enough, well, as innocently as things can get in reality TV. One of the cast members, let's call him Derek, because it's always a Derek, isn't it? Throws a party. And like all good parties, there's a cake. But, surprise! Derek's picture is left off the cake. Now, any reasonable person would laugh it off, maybe throw some shade at the bakery and move on with their life. But not in Chasing Arlando. Oh no. Derek is mad, big mad. We're talking offended to his core as if someone insulted his mama. His meltdown over this missing picture is, I'll admit, a little funny at first. But then it keeps going, and going. The cake has pictures of the other cast members, each one airbrushed within an inch of their life, but Derek's photo is mysteriously missing. Now, if this were Dynasty, Alexis would have snapped her fingers and had a whole new cake flown in from Paris within the hour. But this isn't Dynasty. This is Chasing Arlando, and Derek proceeds to have a full-on hissy fit that lasts an entire episode. By the time the credits roll, I'm not even worried about the cake anymore. I'm worried about Derek's blood pressure. Episode 2. Cakegate escalates, and so do the fists. Episode 2 rolls around, and I'm thinking surely they've moved on from the cake drama. Nope. Wrong. So very wrong. Now the fight is on. Not just verbal, either. This time, fists are thrown. Over a cake, y'all. A cake. Apparently, some unresolved tension between Derek and another cast member, we'll call him Jason, because of course, had been bubbling for a while. The cake was just the icing, pun intended, that set it all off. 1 minute they're arguing about the missing picture, and the next, Jason punches Derek square in the face. I don't know if I should laugh or be horrified. Derek's wig gets snatched literally, and for a moment, I wonder if I'm watching an episode of WWE instead of reality TV. But here's the kicker. No one, and I mean no one, even eats the damn cake. The whole thing just feels like a missed opportunity. A cake fight would have at least been entertaining. But no, instead, we get some half-baked drama, no pun intended, about how disrespectful the missing photo was, followed by a half-hearted brawl. It's giving middle school cafeteria fight, not primetime drama. Oh, and in case you thought this was going to lead to some deep resolution, think again. The episode ends with Derek storming off again, Jason making some vague threats again, and me wondering why I haven't fast-forwarded through this entire debacle. Episode 3. Nervous breakdown, interrupted. By the time episode 3 kicks off, I'm emotionally exhausted from the Cakegate nonsense. But here we are, still dealing with the aftermath. Jason, after punching Derek in the face over a cake, yes, we're still talking about the cake, decides he's going to have a full-on breakdown. And who better to share it with than his on-again, off-again boyfriend? So, picture this. Jason sobbing into his boyfriend's lap, lamenting about how hard life is, while I'm sitting here thinking, is this about the cake? Are we still talking about the cake? To make matters worse, the boyfriend isn't even supportive. He's sitting there like, you did this to yourself. And honestly, I have to agree. You started the fight, Jason. You threw the first punch. You're the reason we're even having this nervous breakdown moment right now. It's giving unaccountable vibes. I can't lie, the whole thing feels like a joke. If you're going to have a breakdown, at least make it dramatic. Cry in the rain, scream at the sky, flip a table or something. But no, Jason just sits there in a hoodie, crying like a kid who didn't get their favorite toy for Christmas. This isn't Dynasty. This is an underwhelming soap opera starring people who clearly don't know what they're doing. The girls give me nothing. Now, let's talk about the girls, because they're giving me absolutely nothing. If I wanted to watch people sit around and do absolutely nothing, I'd pull up a live stream of grass growing. Where's the glamour? Where's the drama? Where's the over-the-top shading and backstabbing that makes a reality show worth watching? It's clear that these girls have never watched a single episode of Dynasty, Real Housewives, or even Flavor of Love. Because if they had, they'd know how to bring the heat. What we got instead was a bunch of girls sitting around, sipping drinks, and gossiping about stuff no one cares about. And when they finally do get involved in the Cakegate drama, it's like watching paint dry. Here's a tip, girls, if you're going to be on reality TV, at least act like you want to be there. Give us something, even if it's just a petty argument over who's wearing the best shoes. Just something. Jason reality, the real problem. Now let's get real about the real problem behind this mess. Jason reality, the creator. I don't know what kind of Kool-Aid this man has been drinking, but whatever it is, it's keeping him stuck in the same tired formula of drama, fights, and filler content that goes nowhere. It's 2024, baby. We need fresh drama, not this reheated mess from 2010. Let me tell you, nobody on this show is chasing anything except clout. And they're not even doing a good job of that. If I wanted to watch people flounder around and accomplish nothing, I'd watch Big Brother. Yes, I said it. Jason reality needs to take a long, hard look at what makes a great reality show and realize that it's not just about stirring up petty drama. It's about creating compelling storylines, interesting characters, and moments that make people want to keep watching. Otherwise, all you're left with is a bunch of people screaming at each other over a cake. How to make a great reality show on YouTube. Take notes, Jason. So, how does one create a great reality show on YouTube? Let me break it down for you, Jason, and anyone else thinking about dipping their toes into the reality TV pool. 1. Character development is key. If your cast is boring, your show is boring. Period. You need personalities that pop, people who aren't afraid to get messy but also have depth. Give us characters we can root for or love to hate. Right now, Chasing Arlando is full of flat, one-dimensional people who don't seem to care about anything except their Instagram followers. That's not enough. 2. Build real storylines. Look, I love drama as much as the next person, but it has to make sense. Don't drag out petty nonsense for 3 episodes. Cakegate cough. Give us real stakes, real consequences, and real growth. Otherwise, your show is just going to feel like one long Twitter argument. 3. Create moments, not filler. Every great reality show has its iconic moments, whether it's a table flip, a dramatic walkout, or a shocking revelation. Your job as a creator is to build up to those moments. Filler content is fine, but it should lead somewhere. Don't just have your cast sitting around gossiping about nothing. 4. Bring the glamour, or the mess. I don't care if your show is about broke artists chasing their dreams or rich housewives throwing shade. Bring the glamour or bring the mess, but bring something. Give us beautiful locations, over-the-top outfits, or ridiculous arguments that leave us gagging. Right now, Chasing Arlando is giving us Walmart on a Tuesday afternoon, and I'm not here for it. 5. Know when to end the story. Sure, continuing the review of Chasing Arlando with more drama, gossip, and tips for creating a great reality show on YouTube. ******************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************ë And, most importantly, an end. Chasing Arlando dragged out Cakegate longer than anyone could have ever imagined, and for what? A punch to the face and a nervous breakdown. Honey, let's be real. Sometimes you've just got to cut your losses and move on. Every episode doesn't need to revolve around the same tired drama. When the story's over, it's over. Wrap it up, and move on to something new. You know what would have been more interesting than watching Jason cry in his boyfriend's lap for 20 minutes? Literally anything else. Give us a new feud, a new party, or even a new cake at this point. Just don't keep rehashing the same old mess. The audience gets bored, and so do the cast members. ****6. Invest in production value. I'm not saying you need a Hollywood budget to make a great YouTube reality show, but can we at least get some decent lighting? Half the time, I couldn't even see what was happening in these episodes because they were filmed in what looked like a dimly lit basement. And don't get me started on the sound. I swear I heard more background noise than actual dialogue. Look, people will forgive a lot in reality TV. After all, we're not expecting Oscar-worthy cinematography, but we need to be able to see and hear the drama. If you're serious about making a great show, invest in decent cameras, microphones, and editing software. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of blurry, poorly lit nonsense. #7. Encourage natural drama. Here's where Chasing Arlando really falls flat. The drama feels forced. When Derek got mad about his picture being left off the cake, it didn't feel genuine. It felt like someone told him, "Hey, we need drama for the episode, so get mad about something." And sure, he played along, but the audience could see right through it. The best reality TV comes from real, organic drama. You don't need to force it. If you cast the right people and put them in the right situations, the drama will happen on its own. Think of the Real Housewives. Those ladies can't even go to brunch without a full-blown meltdown, and that's because they're naturally messy. No one needs to tell them to bring the drama. #8. Don't overdo the fights. Listen, we all love a good fight in reality TV, but not every episode needs to end with someone throwing hands. By the time Jason punched Derek, it felt more like a desperate attempt to keep the audience interested than an actual culmination of tension. And after the fight, there was no real fallout. Just more crying and some awkward apologies. If you're going to have a fight, make it count. Let the tension build naturally, and when the punch finally gets thrown, make sure it has lasting consequences. Maybe Derek refuses to film with Jason after the fight, or maybe the whole cast gets divided into Team Derek and Team Jason. Whatever you do, don't just throw in a fight for the sake of it. That's lazy, and the audience can tell. #9. Learn from the greats. If you want to create a great reality show, you need to study the greats. Watch Dynasty for the glamour, Real Housewives for the shade, and Love and Hip Hop for the pure, unfiltered mess. These shows are iconic for a reason. They understand the formula of reality TV and execute it to perfection. What makes Dynasty so iconic isn't just the catfights and one-liners, it's the fact that the characters are larger than life. Every moment feels like high-stakes drama, even when it's something as trivial as who's wearing the best dress. That's what Chasing Arlando is missing. Everything feels low stakes. Even when they're fighting, it feels like it doesn't matter. #10. Create iconic moments. At the end of the day, people watch reality TV for the moments. Think back to some of the most iconic moments in reality TV history. Teresa flipping the table on Real Housewives of New Jersey, Tiffany, New York, Pollard confronting Pumpkin on Flavor of Love, or the endless shade from RuPaul's Drag Race. These are the moments that make reality TV unforgettable. Right now, Chasing Arlando has no memorable moments. Sure, there's a cake fight, but that's not going to be remembered in the annals of reality TV history. You need to create moments that people will talk about for years to come. Maybe someone storms off in the middle of a scene and never returns. Maybe someone has a meltdown at a fancy event. Whatever it is, it needs to be dramatic, unexpected, and, most importantly, real. Conclusion. A hot mess that could have been great. At the end of the day, Chasing Arlando had potential. The cast could have been interesting, the drama could have been juicy, and Cakegate could have been an iconic moment in reality TV history. But instead, it turned into a drawn-out, overproduced, underwhelming mess that left me more confused than entertained. If the creators want to salvage this show, they need to take a step back and ask themselves, what are we really chasing here? Because right now, it's not drama, it's not entertainment, and it's certainly not cake. As for Cakegate, it will go down in history as one of the most pointless storylines I've ever witnessed. 3 episodes of crying over a missing picture. Please. I'd rather watch a 12-hour marathon of infomercials than sit through that again. But hey, at least we got a punch to the face out of it. Small victories, right? Tips for chasing success on YouTube reality TV. If you're thinking about creating a reality show for YouTube, and let's be honest, you probably are if you've made it this far, here are my final thoughts on how to do it right. 1. Get the right cast ***. Find people who are naturally dramatic, funny, and messy, but who also have depth. One-dimensional characters won't hold an audience's attention. 2. Plan your storylines ***. Don't just throw people in a room and hope for the best. Have a rough idea of where the drama is going, but let it happen naturally. 3. Make every episode count ***. Don't drag out storylines just to fill time. Every episode should have a purpose and move the story forward. 4. Keep the production quality decent asterisk asterisk. You don't need a Hollywood budget, but make sure we can see and hear what's going on. No one wants to watch a grainy, poorly lit mess. 5. End on a high note asterisk asterisk. Know when to wrap up a storyline and move on to the next. Don't let things fizzle out, keep the momentum going. In the end, the success of your YouTube reality show comes down to one thing: entertainment. If you can keep people entertained, whether through drama, humor, or sheer absurdity, you'll have a hit on your hands. Just don't forget the cake. Or better yet, forget the cake entirely and give us something worth watching.